Hey guys, welcome back into the Stokastic YouTube channel. My name's Geoff Ulrich, bringing you some no house advantage picks for Monday Night Football. And this Monday night, what do we got? A little NFC East matchup. We got the New York Giants taking on the Dallas Cowboys in New York. We got Cooper Rush starting the second game. We got Daniel Jones on the other side of the ball. We got no house advantage, which, guys, if you haven't checked it out, there's a couple different ways to play there. So we're going to go over that quickly at the start. There's the pick'em contest. We're competing against other players. You're creating lineups. 10 down through 1, putting a bunch of different props and creating your own DFS lineups, going up against other players for big prize pools. There's a $20K guaranteed, $10K to first contest up there on No House Advantage right now, and I recommend checking it out. There has been overlay on the site, but there's also the versus the house contest. That's where you're creating your own player props, creating your own multipliers. You can win big money that way. Definitely worth checking out. And if you are new to No House Advantage, use promo code Stokastic to sign up. $25 match deposit bonus there, guys. Free money whenever you're signing up at No House Advantage. If you're a new player, promo code Stokastic, check that out. But for this video, we are going to get into some picks for Monday Night Football. And this is an interesting game. Obviously, the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. It's projected to be pretty low scoring, but I do have a feeling here that maybe these two defenses aren't quite as good as, you know, where people are giving them credit for. I do think you may see this game open up. So going to be searching through the props here, maybe for a couple overs that we can play. A lot of the players projected on our sites for unders, and we do have free projections up for No House Advantage on stokastic.com. So make sure you check those out as well after this video. But we're going to start, we're going to go simple. We're going to take Cooper Rush. We're just going to go over 1 interception. That's going to be our first prop for No House Advantage for Monday Night Football. I like this one. I like attacking the interception props with what we'll call nicely like mediocre tier quarterbacks. We did it with Jimmy Garoppolo last night. Jimmy came through for us late. You put Jimmy in a 2-minute drill, he's probably going to throw a pick or fumble or something. That came through. I think Cooper Rush is kind of a comparable quarterback. The Giants are very small favorites in this game. That's good. And for Cooper Rush, I think that he's going to be in a scenario at some point where he's kind of got to hurry up. He's going to force some throws, probably going to lead to an interception. We'll give the Giants defense some credit here too. They've been pretty good through 2 games. So we've got this projected as a hard over 0.5 interceptions. Cooper Rush, I like this one. I like this one for a top spot. I don't think many people will be putting this in their top of their lineup. Some people definitely dabble on Cooper Rush over interceptions, but how many people are really going to put in their 10-pointer? I don't know, but I do like this one for a top play. Give me Cooper Rush to throw a pick over 0.5 interceptions. Now, I mentioned we got to pick our spots here. We got to look for some players who are going to break out because there's got to be some offense in this game. You know, like it's not going to be 0-0. At least I don't think it is. So one player who should get like really, really good usage here is Saquon Barkley. What have the Giants shown us thus far? They're going to run the ball with Saquon Barkley. They're behind. They're still going to run the ball. They're ahead. You know, it's Saquon's show. And they just really don't have any receivers right now. Sterling Shepard amazingly working his way back from a pretty severe injury. That's good. But, you know, other than that, Kenny Golladay is dust. Who knows what's going on with Kadarius Toney? I know he's probably not playing this week, but that's what we know about Kadarius Toney. Saquon Barkley over 26.5 receiving yards. It's kind of projected as what you call neutral in our projections, maybe even a slight underplay. But when props are like that, you can kind of go either way. And I do like Saquon to have a big game here. I think the Giants are going to win this game, and I think it's going to be because Saquon Barkley is out there just busting off some big plays, either in the run or the pass game. I like Saquon through the air here, though. I think he's going to get a lot of targets. Underrated receiver out of the backfield. You know, caught a ton of passes rookie year. Give me over 26.5 receiving yards against the Dallas Cowboys. You don't really want to attack the Cowboys on the edges anyways. I think Saquon comes through as a receiver for us. This is a nice maybe alternate play as well. I don't think this is going to be a popular play for those big contests on No House Advantage. So let's attack Saquon's props. Let's go over him. Got to be bullish somewhere. Like I said, someone's going to move the ball for the Giants. Let's go back to the Cowboys side of the ball because Michael Gallup is due back here. And all of a sudden, the Cowboys are actually going to have a lot of like viable receivers on the field. Now, we have to remember it is Cooper Rush throwing the ball, so we don't get too bullish. Michael Gallup, his first game back, again, he was having trouble coming back from the ACL injury. I'm not sure how much Dallas is going to want to throw the ball, at least early in this game until they have to. Michael Gallup's receiving yardage at 35.5, it just reeks of being too high to me. Even on the sports books where it's closer to 30, I'm kind of leaning under there. And this one is a pretty strong under for our projections. We definitely have him projected for under 30 receiving yards. Whenever you see that big a line, I tend to just go with the Stokastic projections, which again, guys, free on the site to check out. So you can do that after. But Michael Gallup under 35.5 receiving yards. Yeah, we're going to go 35.5 receiving yards. That's a good under for me. I think that's a really strong play. I don't know how much Michael Gallup is even going to play. And even if he's out there for 70% of the snaps, which is probably his ceiling, he may not even get more than 3 targets. We've got Tony Pollard, Dalton Schultz, this guy, Noah Brown. I mean, obviously CeeDee Lamb is going to get his regular 12 targets and get like 2 catches. So, how much is left for Michael Gallup at this point? I don't think there's going to be that much, at least in his first game. I think going under Michael Gallup is a really strong play. If he gets there, and like a couple plays, he gets there, but you've got to lean under. Again, another really strong play projecting on Stokastic. Now, I mean, let's do one more because there is going to be some Dallas movement. I think that Cooper Rush may even push for his over in passing yards. That's an interesting one. Maybe you pair the Cooper Rush over passing yards with his interception. That could be an interesting play because if he's throwing more, he's throwing picks, they're getting the ball back quicker. Who knows? But one player who I think is worth taking an over on the Dallas side is Dalton Schultz. 32.5 receiving yards. We actually have that projected as a fairly strong over. It's got a 3.5 reception total. I really don't hate taking overs on either of these plays. I think Schultz, again, you look at the Giants have been pretty good against the wide receiver position. Schultz down the middle with Cooper Rush. Yeah, I think this connection is probably going to be something Dallas leans on here. We saw Schultz come alive a little bit in his last game, had a slow start, but I mean, Dalton Schultz at 32.5, this is still basically the second best option in the Dallas offense, at least till Michael Gallup gets up to full speed. And I think you're going to see him used fairly heavily tonight in a game where, again, I do expect the Giants kind of to be ahead at some point, probably late in this game. So Dalton Schultz, 32.5 over receiving yards. I like this one. I don't think too many people are going to be on it as well. I think it's a good one for the versus the the pick'em contest on no house advantage, where you're going up against a bunch of different lines. You can use this to correlate with Cooper Rush if you want. Go over on those Dallas passing totals. I kind of like that move for the pick'em contest. I think it's going to be a bit unique, but regardless, definitely projecting as an over on Dalton Schultz, 32.5 receiving yards. That's going to be our last pick as well, guys. So just to recap, Cooper Rush over an interception, strong play. Keep targeting these mediocre quarterbacks for INTs. Saquon Barkley over 26.5 receiving yards. I like that one. That's more of just a me play. I think Saquon's going to have a really big game and potentially a lot of it through the air. Michael Gallup under 35.5, another strong one projecting for us, 35.5 receiving yards. And Dalton Schultz over 32.5 receiving yards. You can correlate that with Gallup. You can even correlate that with Cooper Rush totals as well, like I mentioned. So don't forget, guys, if you're new to No House Advantage, use promo code Stokastic to sign up. $25 match deposit bonus for any new players at No House Advantage. Great way to just get your bankroll builded or started, we should say. English, please. Thanks for checking out this video, guys. Hope you guys have a great Monday Night Football. I'm Geoff Ulrich, and we'll talk to you again soon.